Hello, well, it's the second instalment of our brand new one-day special. I'm working with Jane. Haven't seen you for ages, Jane.
No, I think it's about a year.
Yeah. Isn't that incredible? But it's nice to be working with you. So let's talk about the cream girls then.
The ice cream girls.
The ice cream girls, I should say. Yes.
Yes, they are a set of 6 stamps. So we've got 3 sort of with the girls on them. So we've got So Sweet, ice cream and All Things Nice. And so they have their sort of different themes. One has a cupcake, one has ice cream, one has a sweetie.
Yes.
But then we've also got the 3 sort of more accessory stamps with all our lollipops, all our ice lollies, our ice creams, and lots of cake. So there's just really exuberant, I'd say, and the sort of thing you want to just really use to celebrate lots and lots of different occasions.
Amazing. This is going to make everybody hungry for a start. You've got 55 stamps in total, just so you can see there. Look at all of these. Now, it's nice, actually, because we did... Sadly, I wasn't in, but we did a Macmillan Day here, and everybody brought loads of cakes in. And wouldn't these be great for invites for that sort of thing?
They would. They would be lovely for invitations for all sorts of things. So, like you say, Macmillan, coffee mornings, parties, children's parties, adult parties, birthday parties, all sorts. And they're half price. So, I mean, it's an amazing price. I can't believe it. It
is. Now, not only have we got these fabulous stamps, but we've also got some dies at the bottom.
Yes, you get 2 sets of dies. So there's the ice cream dies, which is ironically the set that hasn't got the ice cream in.
Oh, okay.
And you've also got the sweet treats dies. So they sort of, they don't match the stamps exactly, as in they don't cut the stamps out, but they sort of work alongside them with, you've got strawberries, flowers even, you've got cupcakes, ice creams, all sorts in there, so that they just go perfectly with the stamp collection.
Excellent. And not only that, see, that's what I like about Clever Prints, is that you get everything to work together. So we've also got the stencils.
Yes, so you get 3 stencils. So again, they sort of are following that sweet treat theme. You've got your cupcakes and hearts on one, and the hearts on the stencil sort of match with the heart on the die set. Then you've got your lollies and your sweets, and then you've also got your chocky biscuits.
Amazing. Now, you've done some boards for us. Oh my gosh, I've just seen the most funny sample. I'm going to show that in a second.
I did pop that on the top for you.
I love that sort of thing. It's right up my street. So we have got these boards. So these are our dies, aren't they?
Yes. So I cut them out in black because I thought sometimes it's a bit tricky to see how things cut, because obviously it's like a reverse. Yes. And also some of the dies, they cut out of the card. I mean, the sweet and the treat, that actually does cut the rectangle out as well. So you get the words cut out, but then you also obviously have the so-called waste, which you can also use. Definitely.
And then here we go with the ice cream dies. And this is a quirky little shape, isn't it?
It is. I mean, I see it as a rose, but you could actually, now I'm looking at it, see it as an ice cream, like the top of an ice cream corner as well.
That's a good idea.
And there's 2 on there that actually cut out of the card, so the heart in the circle, so you can make a whole background with that, and also like the wafer cone. And you can take all those little bits out of that sort of the wafer thing and use them as sprinkles on top of your cupcakes.
Oh, see, that's a great idea. Liking that. And then we come on to the Lollipop Stencil that you've done for us. Have you used a bit of texture paste, have you?
Yes, I've just used black texture paste, because I thought that would really sort of show the pattern clearly against the white.
Nice. They're so fun, aren't they? Oh, and then we've got Choc, Biscuit and Joy. Ah, nice.
And there's so much on each one that you can sort of just use parts of it. You don't have to use the whole stencil in one go. You can just pick the words out of that particular one there.
Absolutely. And then we're coming down around to the So Sweet stencil. Nice with all the hearts that we've seen. That's lovely.
And you could use just the hearts, so you don't even have to have the cupcakes if you don't want. You could just like sort of stencil the hearts out for something more like Valentine's, something like that.
And there we go. There we're back to the beginning. Right, these samples are just amazing. Yeah, we'll. Oh yeah, are we running it across the bottom? Are we? Yes, the design team, because you've got such a great team.
It's a brand new design team, so there's so many of them, and they've done so many samples that I'm trying to sort of like rotate the samples, because they've made such a good job of them. They're beautiful.
Excellent. Right, I've got one here. Oh, those fab lollies. Love them, love them. This one's brilliant, because the person who's done this, is Kay. Kay has put googly eyes on the ice lollies and little tongues on them. Isn't that brilliant? Oh my gosh, that's so cool. I love that. Gosh, there are some absolutely fabulous There's oodles behind here. I'm not sure who's done this one because it's not got a name on it.
Oh, I don't know.
But it's very cool indeed. Look at that. She's been coloured so beautifully. What else have we got? Oh, now these are coming up, aren't they? Our little sweet treats.
Yes, the embellishments.
Yes.
A lot of the design team just have added just one or two, and just by adding that, it just brings a new dimension to it.
Cool. And this is by Margaret. Yes, yeah. And then, I mean, somebody's even added some felt here. So that's Sheila. She's done this. Isn't that cool as well? They're so beautiful, aren't they?
The colouring that people have done, but I mean, you don't have to do such detailed colouring if you don't want to. I did my first demo in the last hour, was just stamping them in black and white against a coloured background.
Yeah, lovely. Well, we do have papers on the show as well, so don't go anywhere till you've seen those. This is by Sue. She's very pretty. I like her pink hair.
I had to look at that carefully because first of all I thought she'd put a backing paper behind it.
Yeah. And
I thought, I don't remember that one being in the bag, and then I realised she's actually stamped that and coloured the background around the stamps.
Wow, that's beautiful. This one's by Margaret. A home decor. What a great present to give somebody. Love that. Absolutely fab. Oh, we've got a sundae coming up. Do you know, I haven't had a sundae for ages. No. This one's by Tracy. They are so divine. I just need to put this down, so bear with me. Let's pop that there.
Topple all the piles.
No. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love she's got a cupcake in her hair. Margaret's done this one. That's clever. Look at that. And then I'll just show one more. And as ever, we'll do more as we have our little breaks. Let's go for this one. Here she is. This is by Kaylee, is it?
Kaylee, yes.
Yes. Marvellous. Right, there is a fabulous saving on this. Basically, it's half price. It's half price for all of these fabulous designs, and you can spread that cost. 2 payments of £32.47. So go for your ice cream, girls. Complete collection 714133 is the item number. Now, I did say there was a paper pack, which is absolutely perfect to go together. You've got 24 sheets and 2 of each design. They are also 120 GSM. I'm just thinking which way to hold it. They've got a nice finish to them, haven't they?
Yes, and you can stamp onto them, which I'm going to be doing in my first demo actually. So you can use them for paper piecing as well. And I mean, there's so many elements on a lot of them that you could cut out if you want to, or similarly just cut them as a background, use them as a backing for your stamps.
Oh, lovely colourful rainbow there. There we go. Oh, lovely ice creams. Gosh, I mean, I could even see that as wrapping paper.
Yes, that would be lovely wrapping paper.
Nice. Oh, hundreds and thousands of sprinkles. Cool. They're really fabulous papers that will go, oh my gosh, chocolate cake. Yeah. Nice. There we go. Oh, cherries. Cherries for on top of the Knickerbocker Glories. Yes. Brilliant. So, and there's some samples actually that have been done. Aren't these nice?
That's lovely. I think that's Kay did that one.
Did she?
Yes.
That's fab. And look, this reminds me of there are sweets in there. That's so cool. This reminds me of, you know, the ice lollies that you can get.
That was the first thing I thought of when I saw it. I was thinking, how has she done that?
Yeah, it's very clever. And that's also by Kay. Nice.
I think Kay liked the papers.
Does she? Oh, yeah. There we go. Yes, another one by Kay. Jolly marvellous. They're great papers. So remember though, if you are going for your one-day special, you've opened up your Flexi buy payment, which means that this is only, what is that, £6.50, something like that? Yeah, £6.50 as your first instalment. Very good deal indeed. £12.99, £298, £773. Now the next set as well, I'm so tempted. You've got 3 different packs of embellishments here. So this is our first set. Now, I've been told that the embellishments may vary just a tad.
Yes, I think contents may vary.
Now, in this little set, you've got lollipops. There is a happy birthday tag with it as well. You've got rainbow lollies. I love the gummy bears.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh, the shops aren't going to be open by the time I finish because now I really want to get sweets and things. Lovely ice creams. Apparently, I have to say, please do not eat these. But I have to say it. I know you won't. And don't obviously let children play with them. Okay, so this is our first collection here. Love that. Only $9.99. Again, if you're popping it in with the one-day special, you're opening up that Flexi basket, it's only a £5 today. 704385. Then the next one, so we're going, we've got a little bit of Christmas. We've got the handcrafted die tag. Yeah, a little bit of Christmas. And then we've got so many donuts. Oh, yeah. All the donuts. But we've got gingerbread men, we've got Santa there, a little mitten. Here are the donuts. Now I want to go to a famous donut shop. I particularly like the ones with the custard in the middle and the chocolate on top.
Oh, I don't think I've ever had them.
Boston creams, I think they're called.
Oh.
I literally am salivating now. Right. And then we've got, I love there's an avocado in that one. That's so cute. Oh, I love these embellishments. Once more, this is just $9.99, 734000. And then we've got one more. And here we're going all the chocolate. We're going all the chocolate in this one. We've got chocolates. We've got, oh, that looks like, we'll see it in a second. This looks like a passion fruit, I don't know, smoothie or something. A bubble tea, is it?
Oh.
What's a bubble tea?
I've heard of it. I've never actually had a bubble tea. Sure.
What do they taste like? I want to know in my ear. So they're all different flavours. Okay, Lewis on the floor said he's going to have to get me one.
Oh.
Oh, amazing. All right. We've got pretzel. Love that we've got pretzels. Sandwiches. Look at that. Beautiful. I love little dinky things like this. They just make me really happy.
Anything that's miniature is just so sweet.
I know. And there we go. We've got a lovely purple collection in this one. I don't think oh, sherbet, is that? I don't think I could choose between any of these. Just go for all three, yeah. Right, $9.99 once more, 566837. Now, we do also have a happy hour deal stamp for you, so just for this hour at the moment. And there it is, the Grumpy set. Nice, the Grumpy set, and that's $9.99 up until 9 o'clock this evening. You've got a £6 saving, and your item number is 553243. Do call us on a different number, 0330 175 552, or best way really is to check out at thecraftstore.com. Jolly marvellous. Well, which one are you going to do first? There's so much choice.
Going to be using the All Things Nice girl with the cupcake on her head.
Yeah.
So if I just show you what I'm going to be doing.
Marvellous.
I thought it would be nice to do something. I always manage to make it wonky when I hold it up, on some craft card for a change, because I do tend to sort of stamp onto white card a lot.
Yep.
But I thought it'd be nice to have a bit of a craft card background. So I'm going to start with the craft card, and I'm going to use a stencil, a bit like I did in my first demo earlier on. I'm going to be choosing a part of the stencil to use, and I'm going to use my low-tack tape just to block off some of the areas so that I don't get it all on there. So I'm just going to go sort of in a diagonal line across there, and I'm going to use Vintage Photo Distress Ink. So we're going to have sort of like a sepia background for this one. So I'm going to just, this time I'm using my blending foam. I was using blending brushes earlier, but I decided to use my foam.
Switching it up, that's all right.
Because I know some people prefer foam, some people prefer brushes, but you know, it's just whatever, oops, I think I moved that, your personal preference was.
Yeah.
Now, if you do that and it moves, just pop it, like line it back up, and then just go back over. I'm always moving my stencils. Normally I don't even tape them down, so that's probably why. Then I'm going to add a little bit of stamping into the background, and I'm going to use the chocolate drops from the same set, but I'm going to stamp with Distress Ink so that I can then pull a little bit of the colour out. So you get two sizes in the chocolate drops. On a lot of the stamps you sort of get more than one size, so you get two sizes in the sweets, two sizes in the, I'm not sure what they're called. And you get them a lot at Christmas. I want to say they're like...
I'm trying to look.
Like a
no, I
candy.
can't think.
Well,
are they like pastries that are sort of folded over like that?
Oh, I thought they were sweets, but I don't know.
It's because I can't see from over here.
That probably wouldn't help. So I'm using Walnut Stain, and I'm just going to pop some of the chocolate drops. I'm saying they're chocolate drops. I mean, I sort of thought they're chocolate drops because they're coloured in brown on the packaging, but obviously you could colour them in, you know, whatever colours you want, and you could make them more multicoloured, like those little iced biscuits.
Oh. What, rainbow drops, or do you mean party rings?
No, I mean the little ones that are biscuit with a little sort of...
Ice gems?
Yeah, that's all. I don't know if I was allowed to say.
No, because we've said 3.
Oh, that's okay then. So
and others are available. There you go, we're totally covered.
So you could just pull a little bit of the colour out. So then that way you get your outline still, but you're getting a little bit of colour as well. And this is really just to go sort of in the background of for the girl. And we're going to do a bit of paper piecing for her clothes.
Oh, I do like a bit of that.
I think sometimes some people might not want to do, you know, lots of colouring. I mean, I love sitting and colouring in the images, but if you want to do it a little bit quicker sometimes, then a bit of paper piecing, as long as you like cutting out.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So just the last one here, and then we'll put that to the side. So there we go. So that's that one done. So we'll pop that to the side. And I'm going to get my girl. And I've been calling her the whole time I've been prepping my demos. I keep calling her the Cupcake Girl. She's not...
What's she
but
called?
She's actually All Things Nice is the stamp set. But I like to call her Cupcake Girl.
Well,
she's got a cupcake on her head. Well, it's on like a hairband.
Right.
So I'm going to lay her on there, and I'm going to use some archival black. I have got one already cut out, but I'll just stamp her out first just so you can see her stamped. And she's not too difficult to cut out.
No, she didn't look it.
She's you know, she's quite straightforward. I tend to turn my block sideways to be able to get a better impression. And with these little sort of slim blocks, you can, if you're worried about, especially like some of the other ones are a bit bigger, you can sort of flex the edges. And there she is. Beautiful. So then we could cut her out. Let's pop her over there.
She looks like she could be an air hostess.
Yes, she does. She's got that face. Actually, I do need that stamp again, I've just realised. So what I did was I got some of the papers, and I decided that it would be nice to use this sort of got a watercolour-y sort of ice creamy effect. Yeah. So you don't need to worry this time about stamping, you know, the whole image. So I just, rather than waste my ink and my paper, I try and just do the part I want, which is the shirt to start with. You can sort of hover it over and have a look, see which bit you like the best. So I like that there with the blue and the pink. And then we just got her shirt there. Then I also just did the top of the not ice cream, it's not an ice, it could be an ice cream actually, couldn't it?
I think it could actually.
I mean, I was presuming it was a cupcake, but it could be an ice cream in a like a case.
Well, I'll tell you what it's reminding me of, because of the size and the shape, is there's a certain florid ice cream from a certain burger joint.
I think I might know which one you mean. So I have got under here ones that I made earlier. So I did the whole, actually I didn't do it on that one, but I did the whole of her hairband and the cupcake to stick on. And I did her shirt to stick on, so we'll just stick those on quickly. And then I stamped the bottom of the cupcake again on this crackle effect paper that's in the paper kit. And I really like that crackle effect. It's sort of a little bit different to the other papers in the pack, but it's a really nice, if you like a bit more of a sort of grungy sort of look, it's really nice. Got fabulous crackle on there.
Oh, she looks very posh.
So she's got her lovely shirt.
Wonder where she got it from.
I was trying to think of an ice cream related or a cupcake related shop that I couldn't think of one. And here's her hairband. And then stamped again with that one just to go over the top. But you can then, because of the way the papers are, you can colour over them. And I did actually colour on my original one. I did colour her collar and her buttons in with pen.
Nice, yeah.
So you can do that as well. Right, and then I'm just going to do a little bit of colouring of her face. Now this is Dolly Dimple's mixed media card.
Yeah.
And I like to, when I'm using my Ecolines, to scribble a little bit out onto my block. Oh, it's not making a squeaky noise. Normally when I do that, it makes a squeaky noise. And just starting with the lightest colour, give her a quick sort of wash over.
Wait, so are these alcohol markers?
No, these are water.
Oh, I was going to say,
markers.
I was like, I didn't think you could do this.
No, no. I mean, you could. I mean, if you want to use your alcohol markers, then, you know, you could, as long as you obviously make sure you're using the correct sort of ink to stamp with. So if I was using alcohol markers, I would use something like a Memento, or you can use Hero Arts Black, or something that's oil or water-based. So you can also use like your Versafines, I think. I'm not sure actually.
It's opposites attract, isn't it?
So anything that's not alcohol-based. So archival is best for using like with your water sort of products. And then I'll have a little bit of pink. So she's really quick to colour in. It doesn't take long at all to get her coloured. Maybe put a little bit pink right in her cheeks, pink on her lips, and then a very quick bit of colouring. So with the, like your water-based pens, you could go straight on, or you can do it from the block like I did there.
Yep.
Just add a little bit of colour to her.
Lovely.
And then she is going to sit on here. But I thought she looked a little bit sort of lost on there. So what I did was I cut some of the dies. I'm not sure. These, I think, they're from the ice cream set. I cut a couple of the strawberries. I didn't want to do this on air because you do have to poke all your little bits out, so it does take a little while. And just to go behind her, and just by adding that white die cut, you sort of break up the background a little bit. And this is where then it doesn't matter if you've sort of maybe moved your stencil a little bit in the background, because a lot of it's going to be covered up. It's sort of just adding interest. So I'll just have a look, see where I want that. So maybe about there. This glue will dry clear, so I don't worry that it's going to show. And I mean, I tend to do a lot of my die cuts in white to sort of add behind things. But if you cut your strawberry in, you could cut it in red and then cut it again in green and then layer up your the top part. Has it got a special name? I want to say it's a calyx or something, but that could be totally wrong. I might have just made that
Katie
up.
reckons that is right.
Oh, yeah, that was good then. I thought I'd made something up then. And then stick that under there, pop her on.
Cool.
And then I just did a happy birthday. Now, in the main sets, there isn't a happy birthday, but what I have done, what I did was, I took the happy birthday tag, and let's find that one. And because I'm using my distress ink, I sort of tried to mostly keep it where the happy birthday bit was. But because it's a water-based ink, I'm going to do it with my finger. I would have done it with a piece of kitchen towel. Is just go along the sides, and then I cut a piece of card that was the right size for it.
Oh, okay.
So that then I can just pop it on. I did wipe off a little bit of the Y, but I've made one. Here's one I did earlier.
Oh, that's good. Well prepped.
And then I'm just going to pop that on there. And just stick it there. So you can use the happy birthday from the tag just as a happy birthday if you want. You don't have to use the whole tag each time. And then just a bit of glue. And pop it onto the card blank, and I'll turn it to the...
Yay! That's a lovely card.
And there we go.
That's really good fun, isn't it? Cool.
And quite quick and simple to make. Doesn't take too long.
Wonderful. Thank you. I'll come back to you in a sec, Jane. Now, if you are just joining us, we have got the Ice Cream Girls, the complete collection. It's such a nice collection. You've got so many ice creams and lollies and Knickerbocker glories, and I literally am salivating while I'm talking about this. And you've also got the beautiful girls themselves who've got like ice cream hair. It's just really, really fun. You've got all of these stamps. Now, did we say 55? Excellent, 55 stamps. I've just turned one around there. You've got your Fab Lolly, you've got your Twister, and Rocket. I'm going to go there. See, I've said 3 again. That's all right. And then we've got our fabulous Sundae. Just look at that. Do you know what's nice about this range? Is that because they're in stamp form, you're not going to put any weight on. And then we've got our cakes. Look at those. Oh, is that blancmange? I wonder if that's blancmange. I haven't had that for years. And then look at her hair. Look at this. Hopefully it won't melt too quick though. And then our lovely lady with the cupcake, all ice cream in her hair. Nice. And then we've got the other lovely lady there. She's fab, with a sweetie in her hair. Then down at the bottom, we've got the stencils. You've got, and as Jane said at the beginning, you know, you don't have to use the full stencil, just you can take the words from that if you want, biscuit, snack, etc. Then we've got the one with all of the sweets, and then that fabulous one with all of our cupcakes and hearts. And then finally we come on to the dies with the ice creams, again the sweets, you've got strawberries. It is such a nice collection, isn't it? And it's half price. Right, I have loads more samples to show you. Wow, she's going to the ball, this particular lady. She's got some serious sparkles going on. So that one is from Tina. She looks very, very grand and elegant. I'm not sure who's done this one, but if I open it, look, isn't that clever? Oh, nommy, nommy. That's really nice. And this one, I really like this. This is a nice, simple but elegant card. That is by Kay. Oh, that's nice. She's put a backing of the seeds in. That looks really cool. Ooh, what's this one? Let's open this up. So, oh, sorry, this one's by Callie. And then, oh, I'm intrigued. Can I open it? I might have to open this for the next time because it's bound up. So I'll put that one aside and I'll show it in a sec. Gift boxes. So this looks completely different. This is by Kay and she's just used that one die. That's really pretty. Going back to our ice cream girls, not sure who's done this one. There we go, surrounded by sweet treats. One with just a cake on it. That one's by Shona, lovely frosting. And she coloured that well because you can really see the light and shade that you would with a sponge cake. Judith's done this. That's a completely different scene, using it in completely different ways, isn't it? Very clever. The design team is so superb. This one is by Tracy. Oh, nearly sneezed. This one's by Tracy. And let's do one more. This one is by Kay. Nice. All right, so it's half price. You're paying £64.95. That's half the price. You'd be paying double that normally, and that's what's going to happen at 6 p.m. tomorrow evening. You can also spread the cost, 2 payments of £32 and some change. Item number is 714133. Now, we are going to tell you a little bit about Flexi Order. It's Catherine now. It's Catherine now.
What is Flexi Order? When you place an item on FlexiBuy in your basket, you qualify for Flexi Order, which means any other items you add to your basket will also be included in your FlexiBuy payments. so you can spread the cost over multiple monthly payments. After your first payment is made, your entire order will be dispatched. When you add at least £60 worth of any items to your shopping basket, either online or on the phone, you'll qualify for our Flexi order offer. This means you can spread the cost of your order over equal monthly Flexi buy payments, offering you extra flexibility when you shop with us. Flexi order, making your shopping experience with the craft store easier.
Okay, I'm going to come back to you then, Jane. Second demo.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
I thought when I was looking at the stamps and the dies and the stencils, as well as card making, the thing that sort of occurred to me was that scrapbooking would be something that would be really good to do with it, because obviously if you want lots of people scrapbook their children's parties or maybe their own parties, anniversaries, weddings. And so I thought I'd sort of do a version, not the same as the one I've just shown you, but a version of a scrapbook page. I must say, I'm not a scrapbooking expert, so this is my version
Don't worry,
of scrapbooking.
you know, I haven't done any scrapbooking. So.
I have done a bit in the past, but not a lot. But I thought it would just be so nice. So I've started off literally by just taking one whole sheet from the paper pack, and I went with the rainbow sheet because I thought a lot of parties, these aren't my own photos, these are ones I've just got stock images off of the internet, because I didn't want to put any children in there or anything like that. Yes. So I've just chosen 2 photos that I thought were really nice that you might have at home, similar ones, and they've got very much a rainbow theme, so I went with the rainbow paper, so you can sort of match your paper into the photos that you're using. And then what I wanted to do was just take some of the cake images. I just had a piece of card. There it is underneath there. Okay. Some of the cake images to use. Now, I thought because, you know, it's a party, I'll go with the big cake to start with. So I'm going to just stamp it out, and I have cut one out ready to colour. So I'm going to once again use archival because I'm sticking with my watercolour sort of pens at the moment. I will be using some alcohol markers tomorrow at some point. So for those people that like to use their alcohol markers, but like I say, whatever you have is, you know, whatever you want to use, really.
I'd be using my Sakura gel pens. They're my faves.
I did use some of those in the first show.
Did you?
Yeah, some of the sparkly ones. So I'll go with the big cake, and then I've got a... Oh, I was going to use the donut actually off of... So on this set, this is the So Sweet. And if you look at the cover, it might look like the donut is actually on her top. It's not. It's a separate stamp. So you do get that as a, you know, that's separate to the actual top.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Yeah, I suddenly realised that people might think that. So I'm going to stamp that donut. And like I say, a lot of these, you have smaller versions. So there's like a big ring donut in one set and then a small one in another set. So you can really sort of layer them up in different ways and do different sort of perspectives on if you want to do something like maybe a cake shop. Yeah. You could do different sizes in front and the back. And then we'll do one more. We will do the cupcake. I have to say, I think the cupcake is possibly one of my favourites.
Is it?
Yeah. I do love cupcakes. I do like making cupcakes. Trouble is, once you've made them, you've got to eat them. So
yeah, that's it.
Try not to make them too often.
Oh, that's nice. So you like baking as well?
Yeah, and my daughter loves baking. So, I mean, that's another thing. If you've got people in your family or people you know who do like to bake, it's another ideal thing to, you know, for them for cards. So I've stamped those 3 out, but I have already stamped and cut out those stamps. Lovely. So I am going to just do a very quick bit of colouring. I won't colour them. I'll just colour the cupcake because I just think the cupcakes are so nice to colour because you can sort of really go bright. I mean, you don't have to stick to the colours that you might think would be on a cupcake. You can go for whatever colours you like. So, I mean, you could even like make rainbow cupcakes and well, I mean, you can anyway, can't you? Because you can add icing, colouring to your icing.
Different layers.
So I just started by putting a bit of the colour at the bottom and then just dragged that out so it makes it a bit lighter at the top. And then we'll just go with a nice sort of, what's this one? Sepia light, just for the cupcake case. But again, I mean, you can put patterns on your cupcake cases or patterns on your cupcakes as well. You don't have to have them just plain. And if you get that where you have like a bit of a line where you blended, then you can just put a bit of more ink out and just blend it up a bit more with a bit more of the ink. And possibly don't blend your blue down into your into your cupcake case. So that's a cupcake. So I'd leave them to dry.
Okay.
Then once they have dried, oh, I've got 4. That might already. Then what I like to do is just add a little bit of white gel pen, just to add some highlights. So I don't worry too much about, you know, whether it's actually technically correct. I just like to add a little bit of light into them. And just by doing that, it just lifts the colour. As long as you've got some light and some dark. Usually round the edges I tend to go. Where you think probably the light would hit the most. And so
I think white gel pens are invaluable.
Yes, I think it's probably one of my most used items actually. So just a little bit there just to lift it. And like on here, you've got it sort of already given you the sprinkles, but you could then use those bits out of that die to add your own sort of, like, you could colour them brown and make chocolate sprinkles. So I've done sort of like a selection of different cakes.
They look brilliant.
And, oop, pen rolling away. And I'm just going to take my photos. So, I mean, you would just lay them out however you wanted. One thing I would say is if you're doing scrapbooking that you... Oh, I'd already stuck tape on.
There you go.
That was a bit too organised, wasn't it? Now I've got to find where I've got a...
Pokey
tool.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're doing scrapbooking that you want to... you know, to keep for a long time, I think you do need to make sure that the tapes and things and glues are sort of acid-free and archival. I'm not sure what I've used. I mean, I'm never too worried about mine, but if that's something that you want to do, you know, make sure that it is the correct sort of tape. I think a lot of the tapes are
I think so
acid-free now anyway. I think they realised. So, it would have probably been easier to glue, but I'd put the tape on.
That's all right.
I was being a bit too organised. I think I'm going to pop that one there.
Sure.
So then it's just literally a case of arranging your cakes and your whatever you want. So I'll have a little cluster of cupcakes down here. We could have the
that looks good.
big one there. I've got little slices, so we could have maybe little slices coming down the page. And then maybe the bigger one, here. Have the bigger one down there actually. Have that one there.
I like that composition.
And then what I did was I just stamped out some of the words from, let me have a look which one it's from. It's from the ice cream stamp, and is from the So Sweet. So they're from a mixture. Oh, and Fab from the Just Fab one. So just some words just to pop on as well. Oops, not under there. So you have them coming off. And then I cut out, because it was sort of like a birthday theme, I used the happy birthday tag. Just cut it out, punched a little hole through where the whole bit was, put a little bit of ribbon so that that could go on there. So if I, do you want to show some things while I just stick it down?
Sure, of course, yes, of course I can, and then we'll be able to hold that up as well. I think what I'll do is I'll go back to the boards as well to show you. So these are the boards of, first of all, the dies. You've got your big, I mean, that is a serious ice cream, isn't it? If I had an ice cream that big walking down Brighton seafront, a flipping seagull would nick it. Anyway, and then you can see you've got lovely sweets, and then you've got the sweet treats, and our lovely little donut there. Could be a cupcake, could be an ice cream, it's up to you. You see whatever you like. I love the strawberries, they're really nice. Lovely menu. And then we go on to our stencils. So we've got the Lollipop Stencil. It's really funky, that one. See, you could just use that bit and have it as a flower if you wanted. You see what you want to see really in these. Then we've got the Chocky Biscuit Stencil. And we've got the So Sweet Stencil. Nice. And then, of course, we've got to come back to these stamps that are on the top row. All our lovely, we've got all our ice lollies, ice creams, ice cream sundaes. I've just seen there's a row of cupcakes coming, like Diddy ones, like little border ones that you can do. And cherries, yeah, it's on that middle one we're seeing now. There's lollipops, there's loads of extras. You get more than you think in these stamp sets because the whole carrier sheet is completely filled, which is marvellous. And then I have even more samples. I swear there's literally about 300 samples. Wow.
It's close to 200 samples.
That's incredible. So here, don't forget we've got the embellishments, which we'll be showing you in a short while. We've got this one, not sure who's done this one, but it looks really good. Well, they were all good, you can't possibly decide. And again, not sure who's done this one. They've used a stencil in the background. This girl is having a feast. I hope she's got people coming to this feast because she's going to be a bit sick afterwards if she eats it all. This one's by Kay. See, that's nice, just nice and simple. I cherish you. That's clever. Oh, we've got them all going on here. This one's by Kay. She loves her colouring, doesn't she? This one's by Tracy. Oh, and she's made them shiny. That's cool. Like those. We've got this one here. Again, not sure who that's by. Look, they're all dripping down. That's cool. Let's do one more again. This one is by Shona. Ah, that is gorgeous, gorgeous, coloured in beautifully. Remember, this is half price for this complete collection. You don't want to pay double this after 6 p.m. tomorrow evening. You can spread the cost, as always, 2 payments of £32.47. 714133. Now, we do have papers to go with them. Oh, that front one actually is the one that Jane's just used. Now you're getting two, I always say this wrong, 2 of each design, and there's 24 sheets in total. Thank you. And they're all 120 GSM. We've got coffee cups, could be hot chocolate going on, because the weather's getting a bit chilly. We want our hot chocolate. Actually, so today I went out and it was nice in the day, but I went out at 6 o'clock and I swear it's dropped 10 degrees. And I like that one with the crackle in the background. There's our rainbow effect. That's really good for the ice lollies. Loads of lovely ice creams. Wonder what the blue ice cream would be. Ooh, bubblegum. Bubblegum ice cream. I don't think I've ever had that. Cool backgrounds. We've got that one's lovely. It looks really rich because of all the chocolatey colours. And then we've got our cherries. And I think we're back to the beginning now. And if you want this, you've got a £5 saving. It's £12.99. Item number is 298773. Then we move on to our embellishments, which I think are absolutely delightful. Oh, and in each set, you also get a tag stamp. So they might vary a little bit, but this is pretty much as a general rule what you're going to get. Wafers, donuts, ice creams, the lollies. Little ice cream there at the top. There's a pair of shoes. Oh, they're ballet shoes. That's sweet. I love the gummy bears. I love the ones that look like they've been made with resin. There's one, yeah, we're just coming to it. The lollipop, that looks absolutely so real. But again, apparently I have to say, don't eat these. Right, this is £9.99. Item number is 704385. Then, now this one comes with the hand created by. You got a little bit of everything in this because you've got a little bit of Christmas, and then you've got we've gone to the donut store. Sometimes we get treated to donuts here, Jane. Oh, I know, it's really nice. It is nice. And then we all get to share, or some people don't share. Sorry, they're all telling me now who doesn't share in my ear, which I think is really funny. Right, so there you go, all those donuts. Have we got like a green fluffy cloud? Is that what it is? That's cute. £9.99. 734000 is your item number. And then one more to choose from. This is where we go into chocolate heaven for this. We've got literally slabs of chocolate. We've got almost like chocolate scones on this one. There's those the really posh truffles. Yeah. I do think that's a pretzel. What did we say that drink was? Bubble tea. I'm so intrigued now. Somebody tell me if I can get some round here. £9.99, 566 837 is your item number. Okie dokie. Again, just while Jane resets and then we can see what she's finished doing, we're just going to tell you about becoming a Freedom member because it's well worth it. Here are the benefits.
Have you heard of Freedom? Did you know that as a Freedom member, you could be making savings on every order you place? For just £7.97 a month, you will benefit from selected Freedom member discounts and complimentary standard delivery on every order you place. You will also receive our exclusive Freedom Members badge, giveaways and crafty updates. If you shop with a craft store more than twice a month, then Freedom is for you. Don't forget, your Freedom membership is flexible, so you can pause if you're going away, or you can cancel at any time you decide. So what are you waiting for? Give us a call or go to our website, quoting the item number 88888 and join Freedom today.
Okay, Jane, so we've got, let's see first off what you finished. I think that's a fabulous scrapbook page.
So it's just quite fun, just something that you can, add to so many different projects.
Yeah.
So that was this scrapbook page. I'll pop that over there.
Nice.
And I've just thought I would show just a quickish, not too quick, tag. Again, so if you don't like doing lots and lots of colouring, sort of a quick way that you can make a colour background to put your stamp onto. So I've already cut a tag, and it's, again, I think this is mixed media card. And I've just got 3 distress inks. I was obviously really enjoying my distress inks at the moment. So just a way of quickly making a background. Just pop some distress ink onto an acrylic block, or you could put it onto your glass mat or onto any sort of mat you've got, and then just give it a little spritz and just pop it down, make a bit of colour. Need a cloth. Now normally I wouldn't wipe that, I would have my journal or something beside me and I would then use it in my journal.
Yeah.
So that was Squeezed Lemonade. This one is Kitsch Flamingo. And again,
little spritz.
Little spritz. And then if you overlap, you can get a little bit of sort of mixing of colours as well. So I've used 3 that are more or less primary colours, so that they, but sort of not all together, because if I put them all together, then I would get brown, which I don't want for this.
You don't want
so I've sort of gone Neapolitan, but with the bubble gum rather than chocolate at the bottom.
Yeah, it would actually be brown at the bottom.
So you could put
for ages as well.
You could put the brown on the bottom, and then you would have a Neapolitan ice cream there. And then
so all of this really takes me back to my childhood.
Yeah,
really does.
It's just really sort of good fun, I think. And let's give that a wipe. Now you could, at this point, dry it with a heat tool, but I'm just going to get a piece of kitchen towel and just dry it quickly that way, just so I can get the majority of the worst of the wetness off.
Yep.
Okay, now I'm going to just take my 1 scoop or 2. So that is the Sunday or Knickerbocker Glory.
Yep.
And I'm going to pop that onto, oops, my block. And I'm going to take the archival because it's next to me. And just stamp straight over. I'm going to turn it sideways and just stamp it onto my tack. I'm hoping it's going to stamp okay because it obviously it's still damp. So let's just see. Oh, yep, brilliant.
That's nice.
And then I'm going to take on these stamp sets, like you said, there's so many little elements that when you first look at them, you don't really notice. But there's this one that reminds me of those candy bracelets and necklaces in a way.
Oh, yes, those, yeah.
That we used to have, rock hard.
Yeah, break your teeth on them.
Yep. So I'm just going to use that to make a bit of a border around my tag.
Do you know, I once pulled one of my teeth out, luckily it was a baby tooth, on, do you know the bar that was a famous 80s band?
They're one of my favourites.
Yeah. But I literally went, and the tooth came out.
Oh dear. Oops. That's dirty fingers. So I'm going to leave a bit of a gap in between them, but you could obviously just line them all totally up if you wanted to. And I'm going to put one across the top.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that with this, if you wanted to make it more curved,
yeah,
you could do that as well, because of, being a clear stamp, you can sort of bend it round a bit more. Let's do on there.
Well, you can make this so multicoloured, can't you?
Yeah, you can just go to town. It's just the sort of stamps that you just can get all your mediums out, all your colours out, and you can just, you know, do whatever you like with them. It's just such fun. Pop that one back on there. Now, and also on this same set, we've got Sweet Treats.
Yeah.
So we'll take the Sweet Treats stamp. I'm going to line it up on the lines on there to make sure it's straight. And then pop that on the top. So let's pop that. Oh, just the right amount.
Yes,
right?
perfect.
Like I planned it.
Yeah.
There we go. And they all stamp really, really well. I mean, I know lots of the time people say about, you know, to prime your stamps and that when you first get them, which you probably should do. I have to say I'm really terrible and don't tend to, and I always find they stamp really well. But if you use something like an archival, that really does work well.
That's good.
Now I'm just going to get a fine liner, and in between, so this is just like adding in your own bits of doodling.
Oh, that's nice.
So you can just finish off the border.
I must have a go at this because I sort of get a bit scared of it.
I find that if you just literally just don't worry about it,
yeah.
the more I try to do it really carefully, the worse it gets. But if you just go for it, it just tends to work. So we've got a little bit of that. Now, you could just leave it like that if you wanted to, or what you can do is if you want to take some areas, try to get my lid off my pencils.
Yeah.
Something just like as simple as your pencils, and just get the colours that are the same and just give it a little bit more definition with your colour.
Yeah, that works really well.
But it
Makes
doesn't have
pop
to
against the background
because you've already got the colour there.
Yeah.
You don't have to, you know, spend too long doing it. You can just sort of give it a little bit of shading over the top just to lift it a little bit from the background. It doesn't have to be really, really sort of careful colouring. So give that strawberry a bit of a calyx. The calyx are green. And then maybe a little bit of, might add some chocolate sauce to the
Sounds good.
The ice cream.
They've been chatting in my ear about what would you have on a Sunday? What would you have, Jane?
I love honeycomb flavour ice cream.
That's a good choice.
So something with maybe honeycomb and vanilla and maybe toffee, that sort of thing. But then again, I do often like a normal strawberry. I just think strawberry ice cream's just nice.
Yeah. Katie went, strawberry ice cream is strong. I love that.
Nice.
I used to love I like it like a chocolate fudge in the bottom, then I like a chocolate mousse, then a bit of cream, and then chocolate balls on top.
A lot of chocolate.
Chocolate on chocolate.
So now you could just sort of leave it at that, or you could go really to town and add any more. Shall I hold it up to the...
Yeah, that's perfect timing, Jane. Perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent.
There we go.
Lovely stuff. Right, one more time, let me show you what you're getting. Your one-day special is absolutely full of stamps galore. We've got cakes, ice creams, ice lollies, strawberries, donuts. It's all here. You've also got the dies, lovely sets of dies, and you've got those 3 sets of stencils. So you've really got a lot in this collection. A lot to play with, and you've seen how much fun Jane and I have had. Well, you've been crafting obviously, but I've been watching and we've been chatting and having loads of fun, and this is going to be for so many different occasions, whether it be any type of party, of course, or coffee mornings, or anybody that likes baking. It's a fabulous set. Now, it is half price, so you've got such good value on this. It's £64.94, and we've got it on Flexi Buy, 2 Flexi Buy payments of £32 and some change. 714133 is your item number. Again, you can call us, or you can check out on the website at thecraftstore.com. Thanks, Jane. We'll see you at 8.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Lovely. Right, I'm going to hot foot it to the other side of the studio because we are now talking festival with Japan.